Welcome back to the channel, guys. Owner Arna's here, and today we're going to talk about how to build a media empire by just scaling your Instagram theme page business. All right. So first of all, thanks to our amazing community here on YouTube, I got this comment said really helpful. I currently run 2 theme pages with 70K and 10K followers. Do you recommend growing multiple pages, focusing on one page, or even buying pages? Just curious about your opinion. Absolutely. Let's talk about that. I think that's a great idea. And I have a whole framework on this, on how to scale. Okay. So before we start, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Owner Arnas. One of my pages is Passionate Income. You can check it out. And at one point, I was running 207 pages, okay? That's a lot of pages. I scaled pretty quick, and I sold many pages. I bought many pages. 2 of my last videos were about buying pages and how much your page is worth. So I kind of know what I'm doing here, and I have a whole process to the T tested on how to grow this media empire. So first of all, you want to have a proof of concept before you scale, okay? So a proof of concept that this works in general is facts, and the idea that you grow an audience and then monetize that audience is like, absolutely, it's gonna work. But what I mean by proof of concept is try to grow a bit of followers. He said, oh, I have 70,000 followers. Perfect. You need proof of concept. Does your niche work, first of all? Maybe you have a very weird niche where it's like impossible to do anything, even if you try everything, it's like, and you're making some money. Maybe it's not enough money for you, right? So you want proof of concept in terms of you're growing your page in this niche, okay, that you like, and you want to scale in. And then you find the product or build a product or an offer or find basically a way of monetizing that Instagram page. And then when you do that, when you have a proof of concept, okay, when you're making money from that page, that's when you scale. You don't scale before that. Because main mistake that people do in business in general is they invest too much time and too much money up front, okay, without actually seeing if this works at a low scale. So, people clearly invest too much money into something that's not working at all, and it doesn't make any money, right? Like, why would you grow 10 pages and hire people if you don't even know how to monetize it? Just grow one page, figure out how you monetize it, even if it's at 50,000 followers, 70,000 followers, 100,000 followers. It's possible to monetize. You need to figure out the proof of concept. Does your niche work with monetizing in a way where you want to monetize and how you want to monetize? And when you have that working, I would say when you found your niche and monetized it, and process is working well on one page, you need one page, okay? You don't need that much. Then run that smoothly for a few months, okay, yourself. Like, you figured out how to make $10 in one day, okay. Now figure out how to make $100 in one day with your page. And then document every single step for the next 2 months. Every single step you take, every single step on how you find the content, how you monetize, how you promote things, everything. You need to document everything step by step for the next 60 days after you figure out the proof of concept. And proof of concept, like I said, could be making $10 from a promotion, but just figure out how to make more and more and more money and scale and document the whole process. And when you have that in place, that's when you scale and build a media empire. That's when you start new pages. That's when you start buying pages. And I have a whole kind of script on how you do that. So first of all, scaling with IG pages is like probably the easiest business to scale. Okay, because if you found a niche and a product that works together very well, like, you can scale in a month or 2 months or 3 months to crazy heights, okay? You just need to figure out that first step of actually monetizing your following, okay? And it's very easy to scale because it's not complex, right? This whole business is just like upload 3 times a day or whatever, upload content basically, and drive all the views to a place where you get monetized. That's it. And if you post good content, you're normally like automatically gonna grow the page. That's it. Like, that's literally it. So it's easy to teach other people how to do it for you and automate the process. So I would highly suggest hiring a VA, virtual assistant from Philippines full time. When you have the proof of concept and you already are making money, don't make this mistake. No, don't hire 10 full-time people before you made your first dollar. Just after it works, hire a full-time virtual assistant, one full-time virtual assistant, and teach them every single step you've learned in the past 60 days and you documented. And for the next 2 weeks after you hire them, you'll need to work hard with them and teach them everything and show them everything step by step and show your documentation and explain everything. And it's gonna be hard for the first 2 weeks because you're gonna not only be doing the work we're doing, now you're also teaching someone on how to do it. But basically your goal is to teach a hire on how to do everything from A to Z, okay? And then, in the meantime, in those 2 weeks while you're teaching them, I would be on the lookout to buy a new page, okay? This is the best way to grow, okay? You don't want to start pages from zero. You want to buy some pages. Maybe it's at 20K, maybe it's at 30K, maybe it's at 60K, maybe it's at 70K. But when you do have the money and when you do have the proof of concept, the biggest ROI you'll get, like the instant one, will be if you know how to monetize that page and the person who's selling the page to you don't know how to monetize that page and you have proof of concept, okay? So if you know how to monetize, you start buying some pages. They could be small, they could be cheap, they could be bought for $200, $300, $500. But what you do is you start being on a lookout to buy more and more and more pages while your VA is working on learning how to do all of this. And whenever you do buy a new page, you give that page to your VA to manage it, okay? And your job now is to find more pages and give your page, the first one you grew, to your VA to manage, the one you bought to manage. Let them run it for a bit, see if it works, see if it's generating money. Let it run for a week or two. If everything's great, then be on the lookout for another page. Buy another page, okay? Again, doesn't need to be expensive. Just be on the lookout for like pages anywhere between like $200 to $500 maybe when you start off in your niche, right? They could be small pages. But your job now is to scale the business as quick as possible by using leverage. And by leverage, I mean using money you're making, okay? So don't get any twisted ideas about Lambos in Dubai and penthouses in Miami. Not yet, okay? Just take the cash you're making, reinvest into this thing, okay? And one VA, like one well-taught full-time VA, could probably run 5 pages extremely well with answering DMs and helping you monetize, understanding the business, finding the right content. 5 pages, I'd say. So I would scale to 5 pages and leave that to the VA. See how the VA does that for the next month, 90 days maybe, you know? And when it's all working and when the VA is doing everything, what do you do next? You hire a new VA. Okay, you hire a new VA and you start buying some more pages, okay? And everything I'm talking about this quick. Obviously, this is gonna take a long time. Like from the process you start your first page to the process where you have 5 pages running on autopilot, where a VA handles every single detail and you're just like doing nothing and money falls out of the sky, quote unquote. Yeah, it's never like that, but you know, to the point where it's very easy to run the business and it's making you good money and all you need to do is like check in with the team, maybe work 30 minutes to an hour a day. It's absolutely going to take you like at least a year, you know, minimum 6 months if you're good at business and you know what you're doing and you have some money to invest in this. But this is going to take some time, obviously. But that's how you do it. Okay, and you can scale this as far as you want. You can scale a full media brand, and there are people on Instagram who run like 300 pages with huge teams. So it's possible, okay? There are people who are running 100 million follower networks, just like with a small team of VAs, okay? Because all you need is like 50 small pages combined, ran by like 10 VAs, and you're good. Okay, so that's basically the business model and how you scale it. You keep in mind that over time, if you teach your VAs how to do content in the right way about the right topics, when you do buy a page for $500 and it has 70,000 followers, I mean, if the content is good, a year later that page will have at least 2 3 500,000 followers, if done right. So when you equate time into this equation, that means all of your pages are growing simultaneously at the same time, and you're also buying pages on top of that. So you're just boosting your growth by buying pages. So I will say this: the first probably month of hiring someone will be very weird for you if you've never done it before, because you'll need to work hard, you'll need to explain yourself so many times, you'll need to teach people and stuff like that. But when you end up hiring the right VAs and teaching them how to do the business, it will get easier over time. Okay, it will get way easier, and it will get more automated. And I know people who've done it over and over and over again, so I know it's 100% possible because I've done it. I know people who've done it. I taught people how to do it, and it's all very simple. It just takes time. You need to reinvest the money. You need to kind of resist the urge of buying that Rolex, or you just splashing out the money and reinvesting the money into the business itself, and you're gonna be golden. Okay, so that's how you scale to an incredible media brand, media empire with Instagram theme pages. All right, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment. What should I make my next video about? And subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.